Are you plagued with constant sinus issues? When you wake up in the morning, do you have to, what's as Pergaben say, can't spit? Do you have to be constantly pulling up mucus in the morning? Guys, I'm gonna tell you a remedy that I've been using. I've shared my friends and they've told me that it has worked for them. So before I jump into it, I'm gonna ask you to kindly subscribe, ensure you comment at the end of the video, and share with your family and friends. This is in an effort of supporting my channel so I can do more videos and have my channel grow. So let's jump into it. So I normally have an issue where I feel you feel the cold running down your back of your throat, and you speak to people and people say to you, that is normal, that always happen, it's just a part of sinusitis or whatever. And sometimes you get up in the morning, you find that you have to be coughing up cold. Now, you may get so used to it that you don't realize it's very unpleasant to another person. So I found out when I hear people do it, I'm like, but then I'm like, but don't worry, you do the same thing. So why are you, So anyways, I did some research and I came across a remedy and I tried it for myself and it works. Now, the ingredients are things that are good for inflammation, they're good for blood circulation, they're good for so many other things outside of just clearing up your mucuses. So, I'm going to show you what it is. It is, I've already grated it, it's ginger, right? I use a cinnamon, but what I use is the cinnamon sticks because I find that they're a little bit stronger than the powder and the organic dissolve. It's just better for me. I prefer the cinnamon sticks. And cloves. Cloves that you put in your, stick in your ham. Cloves that you stick in your ham when, Christmas time or, for cooking or whatever. This is so good for women, for menstrual issues, for blood circulation. If you have like circulation issues in your legs, cloves is so great for men also because it's good for circulation. Right? So this is what I'm going to be using. So again, it's ginger. I just grated it. Cinnamon, and I use the sticks, and cloves. So I already have a pot of water boiling, right? And I actually had placed a few cinnamon sticks. So normally I use like 2 sticks. I rinse them off, put them in the pot. So it's already boiling. I haven't added my ginger as yet or my cloves. So that's what I'm going to do now. So when I add my, let me just get my spoon here. I add my ginger to the pot, right? And I use a lot of ginger. It's not a lot of water. I should show you the amount of water, but it's not a lot of water that I have in the pot. And I think they normally say about I think like about 3 or 4 sticks of cloves to I think it's about like 3 cups of water. But anyway, I just throw some cloves in my hand and I just throw in the pot, right? I actually like though, and they say cloves good for bad breath also, so you can chew on a few cloves if you have if you have sinus issues and you find that your breath is constantly not smelling so nice. And cloves is also good for toothache. So say you have a pain in your teeth, if you chew it, they say it's good for toothache. I've never had a toothache before, so I've never tried that. But I've chewed the the cloves before, and as I say, I do this tea. Now, in terms of it with the tea, what I do when it is ready is, you'll see me use a pot to cover a pot. Instead of using the cover for the pot, I normally put a pot on top of the pot. What I find is that it traps the heat in it better. Don't know about when I steam rice and I do that, I find that the rice comes out fluffy, but let's just stick to what we're speaking about. So when I did it, I recommended it to a friend and she did it for, I think it's like a few days she said she did it for, and she called, she was like, Delora, I don't find my sinus draining as badly as it was before, and she has gotten relief, and in the mornings she has not been having to cough up so much cold. And the other day she couldn't find the cloves and she hunted it down. Yet cloves sometimes are hard to get here in Jamaica. So sometimes what I do is to buy like 3 or 4 packs, and if I'm coming down to 1 pack, then I try and source it again, right? But when I drink it before meals, because of the cinnamon also, it helps to keep your glucose level down. I will sometimes just drink it during the day just for drinking its sake. So there's no particular time for me that you must drink it, but at least have it like twice a day, and tell me how it works for you. As I said, it will help to clear the excess mucus, and then you know that the excess mucus in your body also causes you to have other issues, other illnesses. So guys, the more mucus we can get out of our body, the healthier we will be. So guys, try this remedy. Tell me how it works for you. Oh, I should tell you also, what I do is instead of just making a cup per day, what I do is when I make it, I put it in my glass jar, my pitcher, and I put it in the fridge. So when I'm ready, I pour out a cup, or I'll sometimes reheat it. So I'll put it back on the stove. I don't warm it in the microwave. Just personal preference. So I'll pour out a cup, put it in a little pot on the stove, warm it, have it before my meal. Or if not, I'll have it cold. So you don't have to have it hot, right? So you can have it hot, you can have it cold. But what I do, I store it in my pitcher. I pour everything in there. So the cloves go in there, the ginger, and the cinnamon stick. I leave everything in there. And I pour it out and I drink it. And trust me guys, I don't have the issue of when I get up I have to be coughing up, hawking up cold in the morning. It can be unpleasant for other people, as I said before, and even for your own self. And it's not something nice to be constantly pulling up cold. So try it. Tell me how it worked for you. And if there are any other remedies you know that you have tried, share it with us in the comment section. Alright, so guys, this is another episode of 40 and Beyond, and thank you for joining me. Bye guys, see you next time.